What is up, you lovely sexies, and how are you doing today? My name is the Epic Chris, and today I'm bringing you some Black Ops 2 gameplay on the map Raid. I go 65-0 with the MSMC, and I'm using my killstreak loadout is the Orbital VSAT, the Lodestar, and the Swarm. I don't usually run this, well, not anymore. These gameplays that I show you guys are actually really old. I got them like a couple months ago, so that's when I actually went for gameplays. But now I don't, so I run with the UAV, the care package, and the hunter killer drone. And after that, I feel like I'm gonna progress with my kill streaks. So like after I'm done with this kill streak loadout, I'll go with like the Hellstorm missile or the lightning strike and the sentry gun, and then I'll progress from there. I'll go from the AGR, the stealth chopper, to the orbital VSAT, and then from there I'll go from the orbital VSAT to the attack dogs, to the warthog, or the swarm, and I'll progress from there. And I'll show you guys the different gameplays I get, and hopefully you guys will enjoy those gameplays. I was going to post on Valentine's Day about Valentine's Day, but the thing is, I personally do not agree with Valentine's Day. I don't like the holiday. It really frustrates me, the theme and the way they enforce it about Valentine's Day. So I didn't feel like it was too important, but I kind of want to talk about it today. So Valentine's Day, the theme behind it is a day where you show love to one person, and that's one thing about Valentine's Day that I really do not agree on. There shouldn't be a day where you just show your love for someone. There shouldn't just be one particular day to show your love for someone. You're supposed to show love every day, like all year, not just one individual day. It doesn't make any sense to me to just dedicate one day when you should dedicate, every day to that special someone that's the one that you love and that you care for. And it's not right to just make one day of it, and that's the part that really frustrates me. And that's not it. That's not just it. The theme about Valentine's Day actually frustrates me, and the way they enforce it also frustrates me. Valentine's Day, in my opinion, is not about love at all. It is about Valentine's Day is basically a commercialized holiday, a horrible holiday that just makes you want to buy stuff. It's a consumerism holiday. It's all about corporate companies forcing you to buy stuff for your loved ones just to show your love, and that really frustrates me. It doesn't make any sense. I despise of that way that they try to guilt you into buying stuff for your loved ones just to show your love, and that's not what it's all about. You don't need to buy the most expensive jewelry or the best cars or the best flowers or the best chocolates just to show your love for someone. That's not what Valentine's Day is supposed to be about. Even though I don't like what it is about, that's not even the point of Valentine's Day at all. It's just corporate companies wanting you to buy stuff for your spouse or your loved ones or whatever. So it really doesn't make any sense to me. And you're kind of pressured into buying stuff as well, from people around you and like society, I guess, because if you don't buy something for your girlfriend or your wife, you're seen as like a bad person, or oh, you're not a good husband or a good boyfriend for not buying your loved one something nice. Listen to that. That is the most ignorant thing I've ever heard in my life. As long as you show your love, your support, your trust, your loyalty to someone, every day for as long as you are together, you are a much better boyfriend or loved one than a person who just buys stuff for their spouse or loved one just a couple times a year, and they only show their love during celebrations and don't show their love for the rest of the days or for the rest of the year. You're a much better lover than someone who just only celebrates their love with someone in celebrations and not every day of the year. You're much better lover than them. So if someone tells you, oh, you don't love your girlfriend or your husband or your wife just because you don't buy them something, you know what? Tell them, at least I love them a lot more than you love your loved one, because I actually care for them and I actually want to give them my love and I show them I support them. But what do? You just buy them something every celebration, every Valentine's Day or every birthday. You just buy them something just to to satisfy them. It has nothing to do with your love. It's just about wanting them to like what you give them, like material things and such. So That's the thing I really, really hate. And yeah, it's just all about consumerism, all about companies just wanting you to buy stuff. Basically, they don't care about your love. They don't care about who you give it to as long as you buy something. They don't care at all. If you go into a company's CEO and you talk to him and you're like, oh, I actually love my life very much, you know what they'll say? They're like, that's good. You should buy them something like an expensive ring or whatever. And you say, okay, I'll buy them something. Then they love you. Then they're happy with you. But if you go and talk to them and say, oh, I love my wife very much, and they say, oh, well, you should go buy her a ring and you should, show her you love her. Then you say, no, it's okay. I don't want to show her my love that way. I just rather much just spend a day with her. They wouldn't like you. They'd be like, get out. You have no business being here then. They wouldn't care for you. They don't care about your feelings or your love or anything like that. That's not what matters to them. What matters to them is just consumerism, money. And it's just very, very ignorant in my opinion. And my teacher actually made a very good point. My classmate actually asked him, did you know the story about Valentine's Day? And what he said was very, very interesting and very, very true. He said, yeah, the story behind Valentine's Day is that a bunch of corporate companies came up with the idea that, oh, we need to sell more stuff, we need to be more profitable, and we need to, sell more things to the people. And he's like, oh, what about this? Why don't we make a holiday where men feel guilty, or vice versa, feel guilty about not buying their spouse or their loved ones, presents, and why don't we make it a holiday where they have to buy presents and then we'll get more money? And that is very, very true. Very, very true. In those commercials where you see the Hallmark card commercial, when they, in the beginning, they're all like, oh, tell me you love me, tell me you miss me, tell me you support me, and different stuff like that. Right there, that's part of the commercial. Corporate companies are clever sons of bitches. They really are. They, what they do is that they bring that emotion out of you, and they bring that, feelings out of you. You're like, oh, I feel bad, What they do is, like, they have a system with, like, a problem and a solution. It's not a real system, but I've learned through many commercials that this is what they actually do. What they do is that they bring out the problem, they bring out the things that make you feel bad or make you feel, that you have a problem. And then what do they do after they tell you that, oh, show me you love me, tell me you love me? You know what they do? After you realize that you need to buy something for someone, they give you the solution. They give you their product. They give you the card that you should buy for them. And that's basically what they do. And people fall for it. It's very, very unfortunate. But, Valentine's Day, in my opinion, is very corrupt, very all about business, economics, money. It's nothing about love. And so you guys, people who watch my videos, you need to learn that buying stuff isn't the thing. It's not about love. Material things will perish. They will not last forever. But the one thing that will last forever is your love. And I'm out.